I don't know exactly who this is for. This channel ain't advice, and it isn't a guide. It's simply a place to put my thoughts somewhere outside my head. I'm a married man. That fact alone carries weight to expectations, responsibility, comfort, doubt, meaning. Some days it feels simple, other days it feels complicated in ways that are hard to explain out loud. This is a record of those thoughts, not conclusions, not lessons, just reflections as they come, shaped by real days, real conversations, and real silence. I've been thinking about starting this for a long time, sharing my thoughts, quietly, somewhere outside my own head. This isn't advice, it isn't a guide, it's just my diary, spoken aloud. A record of what it feels like to be a married man, its doubts, its reflections, its small victories, and sometimes its frustrations. Marriage, it's complicated. At least, that's how it feels from where I'm sitting. People talk about marriage like it's a destination, a goal, something you achieve and then life continues, but in reality, it's not a place you arrive at. It's a process, a daily negotiation with yourself and another person, a constant balancing act between comfort and challenge, expectation and reality. I think a lot of marriage is about expectations. And the funny, or maybe not so funny thing, is that we often step into marriage carrying ideas that we never question. We imagine life as simpler, more predictable, more complete. But marriage doesn't erase the uncertainties of life. It magnifies them in ways you don't always see coming. There are mornings when everything feels routine, safe, even comforting. And then there are nights when small irritations grow quietly into big frustrations. The clash isn't dramatic, it's subtle. And sometimes that subtlety is harder to navigate than any big argument could ever be. The reality of marriage is made up of these small, daily moments, the decisions we don't talk about, the feelings we don't express, the patience we don't notice we're exercising. I think doubts are part of being human, and they don't vanish when you say, "I do." If anything, they grow louder because there's more at stake. You start asking questions quietly to yourself. Am I enough? Are we enough? Is this sustainable? Some days, these questions feel heavy, even unbearable. And yet, there's also something honest in admitting them, even if no one else hears. Marriage is full of contradictions. You love someone, but you're frustrated by them. You feel connected, yet alone at times. You plan for a shared future, yet you still feel the weight of uncertainty in every decision. And in the middle of all this, you learn that reflecting on these feelings doesn't mean failing, it just means being present with them. One thing I notice about marriage is how it forces growth, whether you want it or not. You can't remain exactly the same person you were before. Your habits, your expectations, your way of seeing the world, all of it changes in ways that are subtle but permanent. And sometimes, that change isn't dramatic or obvious. It's in the way you pause before reacting, the way you choose words, the way you notice the little things that matter to someone else. There's a strange beauty in that this slow, almost invisible evolution. It isn't glamorous. It isn't celebrated in books or movies, but it's real. And maybe that's what keeps marriage alive, not perfection, not constant excitement, but the slow, steady work of noticing, reflecting, and sometimes quietly adjusting. So this is what this channel is, a diary, not a how-to, not an instruction manual, just thoughts, reflections on what it feels like to be married, to wrestle with doubts, to notice growth, and to live with the contradictions that come with a shared life. If you're here, you're not being told what to do. You're just witnessing one perspective, my perspective on what marriage looks like from the inside. And maybe, in watching or listening, you'll recognize a little of yourself, or you'll think about your own experiences differently, or B, you'll just watch and move on. That's okay too. This isn't about answers. It's about observation, reflection, and honesty. And that's where we start, but don't think it's all straightforward and simple. There are days when even small decisions feel heavy, moments when doubts linger longer than I'd like, and situations I haven't figured out yet. There's a lot I still have to process, a lot I still have to face, and I'll be sharing that, one thought at a time. So, this is just the beginning. There's much more ahead, real moments, real struggles, and real reflections. And I'll be putting it all down here, as honestly as I can,